freaking Mass Effect, guys. Freaking Mass Effect. Today, we're reviewing stuff, guys. We're doing a game review on Mass Effect, and let me say this right, Andromeda. I had to think, because my brain wants to say Andromeda, but it's Andromeda. It's Andromeda. Today we're reviewing Mass Effect Andromeda. Dropped last week. I'm a big time Mass Effect fan. Pretty much, just to prepare you guys for what I'm about to tell you, going into this game, I'm a huge Mass Effect fan. We all know what happened with the third one, and if you don't, look it up and you'll be like, but going into this game, I thought to myself, this is BioWare's one chance to save a series. If they don't do this one right and they don't do this game justice, it's done. It's over. Gone. Not coming back. There's no saving it. It's dead. Dead. Gone. Not saving it, not coming back. And so that was my opinion going into this game. Now the question with this review is, did BioWare do enough to save the series? And I'm about to talk about that. Let's do this. Now for those of you that don't know what the hell Mass Effect is, basically it's a space game, a space exploration game. It's set in the future. We meet aliens. Aliens, you know, they like us. We have councils and stuff like that. And in this game particularly, in the first 5 minutes, I'm not going to give any spoilers, but in the first 5 minutes, you find out that you have been sent into the Andromeda galaxy in search of starting new settlements and things like that. But in order to do that, you have gone 600 years in the future, okay? So you go 600 years in the future to get to Andromeda, okay? That's where we start, basically, this story. Now, obviously, in order to live 600 years, you've been put in cryo, so you don't remember anything from the start of the 600 year to when you're woken up. So you're put into cryo, and that's what happens. So just to give you guys a little bit more brief on the background, basically your goal in this game is to find new lands and make them inhabitable for your people. Along the way, obviously, you're supposed to find bright and shiny bright and shiny planets to live on. Whether that's the case or not, I'll let you decide, but obviously you're going to run into some trouble. We all know there has to be some trouble. It can't just be an exploration game, that'd be stupid. So there is some trouble that occurs, some things go down, shit happens, and you have to help the initiative find places to live. That's the premise, guys, that's the premise. So now graphics with this game. This game has some great graphics, except one gripe that I do have, face customization. Come on, man. If you look at the female character that they based the face off of, what the hell happened, man? I'm not saying that, you know, they did horrible with it, but they could have done a little bit better. And the face customization options themselves are very limited, very disappointing. Bad, BioWare. Bad, bad, bad. So graphics are good, just a couple gripes there. Now controls, I do love how they set up the controller, and I played this on Xbox One. I played on Xbox One. They made the powers, the left bumper, right bumper, and then both bumpers together is your third move. So that's very nice. You don't have to go through the wheel anymore as you did with all the old Mass Effects. And you also now in this game have a jetpack, so you can jump, get to places, and it's just kind of fun to use. You also now have the Nomad, which is a very great upgrade from the Mako. I love it a lot. I love driving it around. It's fun. It feels like Super Mario, Cars, I don't know, but that's what it kind of feels like, and it's very good. The controls work excellent, okay? Unless you're a dog, because my dog had problems driving. Anyways, so there is that. Now, we talked about graphics and controls, gameplay. Now, I'm gonna touch gameplay a little bit here, and then we're gonna touch on gameplay and the cons, but gameplay, this gameplay is very nice. I love how they did the combat. The combat is perfect. It's still got those moments that you have to make decisions and do things like that. Very cool. One thing that I didn't really like is they took out the Paragon Renegade system, but I kind of like it that they made it that it's, you know, your choices still have effects, and that's a big deal to me. Your choices should have effects, and it should affect other things. So I really do like that point of the game. Like I said, combat is fantastic. One of the best combat playing games I've played in such a while. You could switch things on the fly. Like if you want to use a sniper rifle, you can set up a sniper class and then you can use that. And then you say, oh no, I need to use my biotic powers, which is basically like being a wizard. If you want to do that, then you can just click a button and you can switch to that. Very simple, very easy. I really like that they didn't put you in a box as to saying, in previous games they said, you know, you're either an infiltrator, an adept, biotic, whatever you are, that's what you are. In this game, there's no limits. You can be whatever you want. You can mix and match the classes however you feel is necessary. So very cool on that. Now, the story, okay? And we're gonna talk about this a little bit in the cons too. The story itself is kind of guessable at times. Overall, they did great with it. I'm not gonna give any spoilers or anything into that. One thing I do wanna say is, and I won't say how many are in there, they could have done a little bit more making more aliens. Just my opinion. But story-wise, the game is very solid. Now cons. We're getting into cons now. As much love as I have for this game, BioWare, there is such a thing called Q&A testing. It is when they play the game before they send the game out for major production. And you seem to have failed miserably to do that. I don't know what the hell you were thinking when you shipped out this game. You've been working on it for what, 4 or 5 years and you can't get rid of glitches? Come on, man! That really grinds my gears. When I have to go, when I start a mission and then find out that, oh, that mission that I started has caused me to have a glitch where I can't walk into the main place of the galaxy? Come on, man! That's horrible. You should have caught that. When I die and it just sits there and spins and I have to literally physically restart my system because it won't let me reload, that's a problem. When enemies glitch through walls, that's a problem. When you can't get out of combat and there's no one next to you and it's still reading that you're in combat, that's a problem. You needed to work on these glitches, man. Big time. So I'm very disappointed in your glitches. Working on it for so long, you should have had this game perfect. So bad score in that was our first con. Now my second con I've already touched on a little bit. Story-wise, there was some points where I was like, I know this is gonna happen. It's happened in previous Mass Effects. It's gonna happen again, and guess what? It happened again! Just, you know, a little bit of a critique from a Mass Effect fan here. Now that we've talked about those, I want to get into the actual score. What is this score going to get on the Mumbles review? And did it do enough to save the series? With all its negatives, and this game has been getting slammed. I'm giving this game a 7 out of 10. When the glitches and the patch comes out, it will get an 8 out of 10. It's a solid game. Very impressed with it. I love what they did. And I am here to tell you, my friends, as a Mass Effect friend who felt cheated out of the last Mass Effect game, Mass Effect 3, I felt cheated. This game saved the series, even though it's got some problems. They did things right, and I applaud BioWare for going back to their roots and taking the time to make sure that none of that nonsense happened again. But the glitches really are bad in this game. And the guessability at times, it's like, come on, man. Just, you know, I'll be getting the next game without a doubt. That's already decided. This was the game that decided whether I would go on with Mass Effect, and I can say proudly that it did its job, and I'm happy with it, and I will be buying the next one. But you gotta do more moving forward, BioWare. Next game cannot ship with 15 million glitches in it. Get a Q&A department. I'll do it for you. Contact me. I will do it for you. I promise. So that's my critique of BioWare, or not BioWare, of Mass Effect. 8 out of 10. Andromeda. 8 out of 10 if they get the glitches fixed. 7 out of 10 otherwise. Anyways, guys, this has been another episode of Mumbles. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Please smack the subscribe button, smack the like button, smack all those buttons. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone. Take care.